Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Katelyn, and today we are continuing the 100 Dragon Challenge. So for episode, I think this is 92. Yes, 92. We are continuing the Zodiac series, basically the Chinese lunar zodiac, and we're going to do Year of the Ram. We're going to have a couple of these back to back just because we're in the final 10, and I think we still have maybe like 4 or 5 left of the zodiac to go. I got to double check, but it's somewhere in that range. So just be prepared for a couple of these animal-based ones. But anyway, jumping right into this one, I had a lot of fun creating this one. I kind of got over my intimidation that I talked about in the boar video from last month. It's been a long day. Basically, I have been kind of struggling with making dragons with non-reptilian animals and been a little bit intimidated since the Taurus dragon a couple years ago. And I don't know, I've just kind of been hesitant of adding, like, I guess, other animals just because the Taurus one was just like a bull. And the boar one, though, turned out really good. So I was actually really excited for this one because I was super proud of how the boar one turned out. So I was like ready to hit the ground running with this ram dragon. So I looked up a couple of different reference pictures of a few different rams before I started this one out. And I wanted to do kind of more of an Asian lung style dragon for this one. I haven't really done a lung dragon in a while. I've done a couple like kind of more European or wyvern looking dragons, but I was like, this one I think would be really cool to have like kind of a long ethereal look to it. I don't know why, but like I feel maybe it's like the biblical sense since I grew up Catholic or something. I don't know, but I've always felt like rams look kind of, I don't know, like extra majestic. It's really hard to put into words what I mean. But they kind of have like a mythical quality to them to me. They just look really awesome. I think maybe the combination of the horns and then this one specifically adding it to like this long body with all this extra fur and hair and just this kind of stoic look to it just really gave like mythical vibes to me. It's kind of hard to explain, but let me know if you guys also feel the same about like rams or if there's another animal that you feel you really jive with, like, and it feels very mythical to you. It's an interesting thing to think about because I know, like I said, I grew up Catholic, and I don't know, rams a lot of the time were depicted in like kind of more the demonic sense in a way. But I don't know, I've never seen them as like, I don't know, I know they're not evil creatures like a lot of people view like snakes or other things. They're like, oh my God, they're evil, which I disagree with. But like, I don't know, the ram is just really cool and majestic. And I just went on a whole side tangent about that. So this one in particular, though, I base it off of, I'm going to butcher this name, by the way, because I couldn't find like a way, like on Google, sometimes you get like a little pronunciation, like listen to what it sounds like. And I couldn't find one for this. So it's called the European Mouflon, Mouflon. It's a type of wild and domestic sheep. I guess it's a feral subspecies. I'm reading Wikipedia at the same time that we're talking about this. But it's like domestic, but I think it still has some wild counterparts. Either way, it's a gorgeous creature if you're able to look it up. It's like a dark brown to blackish gray coat. It has a large like white spot on its back. And some of them even have like these orangey brown spots to them, like chunks of their fur that are just this gorgeous orange brown. And so when I was searching for ram pictures, one of those came up and I'm like, oh my gosh, these are amazing. I love the colors of this one. And so I kept that one up as reference for this dragon because I was like, it's just the perfect ram. I think the colors would really complement the creature overall, and it just had that kind of majestic vibe to it. I don't know. I get really like hyper fixated on, I guess, certain creature attributes and animal attributes, like certain color patterns or like how their horns are curved or just like facial structures. I really love looking at kind of the nitty gritty of different creatures on this planet and then taking them and interpreting them and kind of converting them to mythical creatures. I just have a lot of fun with that, and I'm glad that I'm feeling a lot more comfortable like combining I guess a single creature into a dragon, because I feel like the 100 Dragon Challenge kind of is like my Monster Mash is, in a way. Like, I'm combining a dragon with X, you know what I mean? But it also feels a little bit different because, I don't know, it leaves it so open for interpretation in a way. Well, I guess open, but also limited. It's hard to explain. I'm not doing a great job of explaining in this video today. But like the Monster Mash, it's like, okay, I have these creatures, usually like 3 to 4. And I'm like, oh, okay, I can pick from all of these attributes and all of these things to make this new monster. While the dragons, a lot of them are like, I have this one thing and I have to pick all the attributes from that and make it look like a dragon, which is both fun and intimidating on some of them. It just kind of depends on the day. Like, some of them I'm just like, oh yeah, I got this, I'm jiving with it. And then others I'm like, oh, this is going to be interesting to try to make sure this looks dragon-like, you know? But yeah, I'm just very pleased with how this one is turning out. And I think the Asian lung style just worked really well for the ram look. And then I loved adding the whiskers. The whiskers were super fun to add in. They already can have like the nice scruff on the chin like we do for like goats and rams that I've seen in other drawings and other mythology. So I was like, oh, that ties in well with the whiskers. So like I said earlier, the European Mouflon, yeah, someone's gonna correct me. It has a very colorful coat of like browns, and like some of them are probably like a really deep darker brown, but I decided to push some more like grays with this one as well. It just kind of depends on the photo of the rams that I've seen online. A lot of them I think are primarily brown, but I just thought the grays, like the warm grays that I'm using, would really help the orange of the coat like pop. So with that, it was time to get stuck in and color this in. So again, one thing that I've noticed with my markers is so many of them are running out of ink. I feel I talk about this every time, but this time, guys, be so proud of me. I actually went and got some markers refilled. So here in the beginning of the coloring, a lot of them are dying. The browns that were on the horns, and then as soon as I start putting the grays down on the larger coat, I'm like, yeah, these are way too dry. There's no way I'm going to be able to finish this dragon with these dry of markers. So I ended up partway through this driving to my local art supply store and getting refills for all of the ones that have refills available. That's one of the things I find really frustrating with Copics is they don't supply a refill for every color that they offer. I'm like, well, you should have at least maybe different sizes of refill packs, but you should have refills for all of your colors. But I guess they only pick the ones that they think are popular. So like one of my browns, I had to completely buy a new marker because the refill doesn't exist, which was a big bummer. But I got all of my other grays. I also got the other browns and my oranges refilled. So we're all set. Nice brand new ink for these markers. But then I do end up kind of splotching some on a couple of the brown parts and gray parts just because you can't help it with like brand new ink in the marker. Sometimes it's going to overflow on the first couple strokes, which I should have probably put on a like little side paper, like just colored it a little bit to release some of that extra ink, but it was already too late. I put it on the paper and that was that. I know a couple of you have actually suggested that I try Ohuhu markers. And I'm happy to announce that in a near future video, we actually might be able to try some out. I'm really excited. They reached out to me. It was kind of funny because a lot of people have been suggesting them as of late. And then I had someone reach out to me from Ohuhu about the markers. So I'm excited to try those out in a future video. Maybe I'll do it on a dragon. I'm curious what you guys think because I've done all of these in Copics. And I mean, markers are markers to a certain extent. But would you guys like to see like Ohuhu markers used on a dragon instead of Copics? And I can give them a try and give you some honest feedback on kind of what I think of the comparison. Just like let me know down in the comments. But yeah, these are, I still can't believe we're almost done. Like, every time I do one of these dragons, I feel like we have so many left, but at the same time, not too many. I have a really special one planned out for the 100th one, and I kind of need to start working on it, like, now. It's going to be a big one, so I hope you guys like it when it does come out. Thank you guys for watching this series. And for those of you who have stuck around since day one, it's been a roller coaster, and I still can't believe we're so close. Like, in 8 months, we'll be done, because I'm only doing one a month. So by 2024, we're going to be done with this challenge, and I can't believe we're already there. It's nuts. And I'm really excited to tackle the rest of these Zodiac creatures and kind of explore a couple other dragon designs with you guys for these final 8. But anyway, here's a final look at our Ram Dragon. I was really pleased with how it turned out. It was a really fun design. Got to experiment with some colors, and I just overall had a blast. But let's go ahead and look at last week's boar dragons for you guys. Dr. Lusu's, I love the coat that you added to this one. The big fluffy purple just looks really awesome, and I love the design of your dragon. And a normal ADN, you blew me away with the facial structure of this one. I love those cool, like, crescent moon shaped horns and, like, the facial structure. Really amazing. And all of you did so awesome. It was really cool to see all these different boar dragons, so many different designs and looks. So if you guys would like to enter this month's Ram Dragon, make sure to post it on Instagram or Twitter with the hashtag KM100Dragons, or you can join our Discord server. We have a little sub-channel for it that you can post your dragons and chat with other people in the Discord and just hang out and have a good time. We also do, not like a monthly, but kind of a 2 1/4 art challenge. It's very hard to describe. But if you want to come hang out and like do our little art challenges every month, we'd love to see you there. So link is down in the description below. But either way, thank you guys again so much for stopping by and checking out this video. And if you aren't already, please hit that subscribe button, join our community, and leave a like if you're enjoying the 100 Dragon Challenge. But anyway, thank you guys again, and I'll see you all next time. Bye, everybody.